welcome. So it's my first time doing a vlog. But anyway, just to further introduce myself, I'll go by the name of Fats. I write raps, man. Pretty good ones too, I think. And yeah, I just wanted to start this vlog series just to give y'all a little inside look as to what I do on a day-to-day. At this moment, I don't think it's too special, you know, and I just like sit in my creative space and, you know, kind of figure it out until a song comes out. But I figured today just be a little bit different because I'm about to just run a quick errand. I'm about to go to Guitar Center and replenish my headphones, man, my studio headphones, because the ones I have are over 10 years old, and we ran through them. Like the phone, it's just in the earpiece is like falling out. One side I can hear better than the other. Like they fucked up, man, so to speak. So anyway, I'm about to go to Guitar Center, just try this vlog thing out, see what I can catch along the way. But welcome to New Orleans. You know, welcome to New Orleans. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it is beautiful, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, man. Look at the Super Dome. That's where we bust a mini. That's where we bust a mini asses right there. Bust y'all ass. Wherever city you from, who that, baby? Who that nation? You've only seen a glimpse of it right now. I'm gonna give y'all a better shot of it. Let's bust some ass over there. Who that nation, man? Shout out Elvin Kamara. Shout out Michael Thomas, man. Drew Brees, I don't know, man. You're a good quarterback, bro. You like one of the greats of all times. You going into the Hall of Fame, bro. But I don't know, some of your decision making sometimes in recent. We'll forgive you, dog. We'll forgive you. We'll forgive you, man. Let's just get one more ship, man. So let's talk a little bit more about this music. So for those of you who don't know, I've been involved in music my entire life. I remember joining the choir in like the 2nd grade. And you were given 2 choices. You could either sing in the choir or you could like play the kazoo. It was like this little white clarinet thing with like a red, I forgot what that shit was called. Like a red reed, I don't know. It was a little woodwind instrument. And I was like, I don't want to play a flute. You know what I'm saying? So I was with the other kids singing Silent Night and all the other stuff, not even knowing the words, just like mouthing stuff out. Yeah, so scrap that. And the next year, 3rd grade, they wound up opening up like an actual like band program at the elementary school where I was at. And everybody like ran towards the trumpets and the saxes and all of that shit, man. And nobody ran towards the drum. So it was a snare drum. Never forget, it was a little Pearl concert snare. And I ran to that thing. Had some chipped up size 2B sticks, and you know I haven't put them down since. Honestly, man. So I did the marching band thing. And, you know, pretty much mastered the snare drum, you know. You know, Nick Cannon, you made the drum line very, very popular, dog, so thank you. And stuck with that pretty much my entire life, man. Fast forward to college, and I started making some beats and stuff like that, Fruity Loops, which really weren't that great. Kind of lost the allure for that, and then I started DJing. Like, you know, nothing too major, you know, a couple of clubs here and there, a handful of just outlandish house parties. Had a lot of guidance from a couple of my boys throwing some parties at this place on Bourbon Street called Rita's Tequila House, and tore that shit down. And Chris, shout out to you, man. He used to let me get on the microphone and like hype the crowd up, man. Drunkenly, but very successfully. And we used to throw some really great parties at that place. It used to be hip hop. Go to school, did a few years later, had to pay a few dues. Finished last year, I made 100 on the cool. I stopped until I got a in the front. And on the back patio, our boy Joel, man, was this awesome reggae DJ. And I wonder if he's still doing that to this day. But he called the group the I&I Sound System. Yeah, that was a cool little phase. That's when I really wanted to figure out how to DJ. So I wound up being a killer house party DJ. And that was just a whole thing in and of itself. Talking about some of the best parties, bro. Like, talking about the walls perspiring. Talking about girls getting lifted up in the air. Talking about, like, ungodly things. happening all out and through them places, man. Like, it was a good time, man. Shout out Xavier University, which is like right there, right behind me. You know. So yeah. So I never lost the allure for the music, man. And around 2000, I would say 9, I wound up meeting some cool dudes that went to the same school as me. Lolo and Micah and Steve, God bless the dead, and Joe and John, and later on my boy Brian, who later found out was my cousin. We started this drum line at our school, which had never been done before, ever. They were pretty, like it was a Catholic institution, man. They were pretty against like the traditional things, but you know, we definitely pushed the envelope a little bit, and we did some cool stuff, man. We came up with a lot of original content, a lot of original cadences and the routines and stuff like that. And we wound up taking it shit from there and turning that into our own business. It was funny because we had a convention at the Royal Sonesta on Bourbon Street for some convention, I really forget. They were actually gonna pay us to do it. That was our first paid gig. So as we were leaving, you know, of course the place was on Bourbon Street, and there was this guy who was like, yo, y'all just like eight to 10 motherfuckers walking down the street with drums on Bourbon Street, and y'all not gonna play? And so we were like, we looked at each other like, oh fuck, we might as well, just let's do it. So I don't know, by the grace of God, somebody took a box from somewhere and like threw it in front of us as we started to play. And then from there we started a fucking parade on Bourbon Street on a Friday evening in like October or some shit like that. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't nothing crazy going on out there. But we wound up making a fucking parade on Bourbon Street. And that shit was amazing, man. From there, we grew the business to where we had the blessing to travel. Like, we've done a number of weddings and conventions all throughout the country, man. But the most notable thing we've done is we got our own 2-day time slot at the famed Bonnaroo Music Festival in like 2017, which was just amazing, man. Down from the booth, broke up the beat, put that thing up in a noose, walked in the spot, bitches jumped off the roof. Thank you for the people at, what's the name of that entertainment company? Superfly? Yeah, I think it's called Superfly. Shout out to them, man, for booking us for that, and they also booked us for a tech festival in Denver, which was ran by Yahoo. That shit was crazy too. That shit was crazy too, man. We had a good time with that. Thank you, Superfly. That was a pretty awesome experience, man. So, you know, from there we just kept doing our thing, stacking our little bread. We would honestly on the weekly play on Bourbon Street, man. Straight up Bourbon Street performance, man, getting it off the fucking curve, literally. Got baby girl rolling the phone. Don't call me, man, I'm not the plug. Should I just be chilling, not giving a fuck? I was locked in the stool, floating off the palm tree. Then I heard this bum beat, ran it back, caught it. Then I started feeling like I was Ali. Started writing this about to be a... Yeah, so we all took our respective cuts from that and, like, you know, just invested in ourselves in different ways. And I've always wanted to know what it was like to, you know, control the crowd with my voice. That's always been something that's been in the back of my mind. And I've always been writing, like in my regular job, like I've had to commute very long distances and stuff like that. And you know, I've been a hip hop head since forever and ever. So I just took the time to start coming up with raps as I would drive these long distances and stuff. I ain't had nothing but opportunity to do so. You know, one thing led to another, and there was this open mic going on at this place called the Jazz Market in New Orleans. I would say like towards the tail end of 2018, maybe top of 2019. And I was there with a few people, and my boy, he talked me into just getting on the mic and just, you know, he didn't hear me rap a million times, you know, just chilling in years previous, you know, hot boxing with the homies. You know, I'll always be the first one to start freestyling and shit like that. And yeah, so I got on the microphone and I pretty much hit him with like the first rhyme I ever wrote on one of those long commutes, and the people were fucking with it, man. It's on Instagram to this day. I never forget they had a girl to my right hyping that shit up, man, because I was going in. I felt like I was having my Jay-Z moment and shit, man. I had my head low and shit. I was doing my thing. Nigga, hide you. Long hair, but that pussy fall like Clyde you. She wanted a review, sucking the fucking and chucking the brute. Me and you both kissing the blue, pussy and tripping the that feeling. Like I felt alive, man. That shit felt good. And then I went back again, and then I went back again, and then I started getting, you know, some compliments from people who actually spit. Like that's what they do, you know. And at the time, I didn't really see myself as a rapper, but at that point, I started to realize that I had the ability to do so. And so that's it with me. Once I realized I can do something, I'm trying to take that shit to the end of the world, man. I'm trying to take that shit to as far as it could go, you know. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, right there. And then, you know, some things happened along the way. Like we lost a very close member of ours. From the south, where you can get it if you want. I can pull up anything, but the engines. Rest in peace, Stephen Tate. He's a very, very, very good dude, man. He started to DJ as he moved back to his hometown in Sacramento and started to build a community around what he was doing out there. And then my cousin Brian started to realize he wanted to do it. He wanted to like pick up the pieces where Steve was left off and wanted to learn how to DJ. So, you know, we started talking about that, and then Brian just took it 100%. And like he's like one of the better house DJs I've ever heard. The dude has a crazy ear. He's a crazy drummer. My boy Micah, man, this dude is he's just a Renaissance dude all around, man. The motherfucker can sing, he can choreograph. He's the only person I've ever seen like crump dance, sing opera, and do a backflip and play a tenor drum like all in the same night. That's the type of dude Mike is, man.
Have so much more, never waste your breath on nobody else. Just wake up every morning, say this to yourself, just follow the groove. Just follow the groove.
My boy Lo has been producing since he was like 17 years old.
Mama knows, you tell me go, I tell you no. Tell me rapido.
Tell me rapido, make me go so, oh so fast, make me go, oh so high, you can't catch me, you can't see me in the sky, when I fly past your bitch ass, nigga, I'm so high, as I roll up the spliff, then I hit that bitch, then I pass it to my nigga to the right.
Pretty much gets it out the dirt his damn self, man. He's now a high school band director, and you know, he's educating these kids and teaching them the ways that we learn, man. We got our framework talent, like all being in the marching band growing up, man. Our love for the music was sustained just in that alone. So yeah, everybody's doing their thing, man. Joe and John, them boys are just like stupid talented. Like Joe has been playing the keys for as long as, I mean, I've known him, but I didn't really know he could really get down until like just recent. The man can play the drum set ridiculous. He's a great cymbal player. And John, bro, he's one of the most talented percussionists I've ever met in my life. This dude has RoboCop wrists, bro. They just don't get tired, bro. They just don't get tired, man. So that's just us in a nutshell. We came to call ourselves the Black Magic Music Group. Yeah, I'm the first person I would say out of that group that is expressing himself vocally through this rap shit. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to, you know, just speak my piece, man. There's a lot of things that I have to share. I feel like I have a very interesting perspective on life and just about earning shit, man. Like I'm always earning, man. I'm always earning what you get out of this life, man. You can't have shit unless you put the work in. And so we literally have humbled ourselves to the point to where just perform right on the fucking street, man. I really don't know what more to say, man. Like the love for it is just there, dog. It's just there, man. You know, if you really do have some love for something, like the work will just come. The work will just come, man. It doesn't even feel like work, to be honest with you. Like I'm just realizing that I'm a creator. You know, that's just what I am. Like I stand in that shit with all of my being. And I'm gonna see where this takes me. And I'm hoping it takes me to you. Wherever you at out there, if you're in fucking Spain, if you're in France, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Sacramento, if you're in Arizona, if you're in Hawaii, if you're in Alaska, like I want my voice to translate to you, man. And I'm a child of this hip hop, man. I've been into this shit for a long time, man. Long time. Gotta thank my brothers for a lot of that, man. Putting me on a lot of classic artists. And I would say the first time I actually experienced a live hip hop concert was the Roots. This was post Hurricane Katrina.
It's about to be a cold killing. No, it's about to be a soundtrack to a crime spree. Give me space immediately, need an arm's reach. Man, I swear to God, I love it when they doubt me. Never rap for a chain.
First shows back after the city started to like get his feet up under it. And yeah, we went to the House of Blues, and Jean Grey opened up, man. At the time, this girl was on fire, man. She had just dropped this project with the famed Night Wonder called Genius. Genius, so awesome, man, so awesome. I saw her rock the mic and I was like, damn. And then after that, just imagine the bar being set here, and then the Roots come out and just tear it down. Like, and I don't know if you've ever been to a Roots show, but it's different, man. They don't come from backstage. They come from all over. Like, you got somebody in a sousaphone with a sousaphone coming down the stairs from the back, and you got like Black Thought coming from the middle of the crowd. Like, you don't even, and then they just all meet on the stage and just act up, bro. And that's when I was like, yo, how do I be a part of this shit one day? And yeah, now I know how. So y'all follow this journey, man.
Live your life only God can judge. Hey, where the fuck are we going?